Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's really nice to see you here. You are most welcome, and today we are going to be having an incredible training masterclass on achieving balance for success. So at this point, allow me to step back for Minister Lily to proceed.
I want to take this to welcome you to the Royal Conference, and I want to introduce Her Excellency Faith Wairimu, and I will read her bio. About Her Excellency Faith Wairimu, I had frequently heard that life is about good choices, but no one ever gave me any. Your ability to convert your dreams and hopes into reality requires self-awareness, knowledge of the terrain ahead, and proven strategies. This will bring you to a place of conversion. Be a successful mom, career woman, presidential aspirant in one of Africa's largest GDP, entrepreneur, philanthropist, content creator, international educator, mentor, musician, songwriter, policymaker, and strategist, has taught her that life isn't linear and that life challenges are more complex than the mentorship and schooling that you have acquired. The masterclass essence and add her insights, knowledge, and experiences in navigating the challenges of a competitive market continent blessed with limited opportunities. Despite living in a continent with a pool of qualified people, she has broken the mold to be the first African to hold a regional position for the U.S. Department of State Education U.S.
She's very low.
She started her work life at a small bakery. At 20 years, she started an international business in 3 East African countries. At 22 years, as an undergraduate student, she worked at the Kenyan Parliament. At 27 years, she was paying school fees for the underprivileged. At 30 years, she started giving to an orphanage, and a decade later, she is glad to do so, and she's still doing so. At 35 years, she gave a seed capital to 72 financially and socially disenfranchised widows who are now business women. What is her life's secret? What turned her dreams and the dreams of others into great realities? Her master classes are not good ideas from books, but CAPS strategies, creative, actionable, and practical, that are neither simplistic nor general. Together, she will address convert and align forces and logic that trips people in life. It is time to move from the bland word salad and achieve your aspirations. Although life is about choices, no one gives good ones to you. What is her basic dream? To empower you to focus on key basics and achieve the tipping point of your success. It is time to invest in your life through the select master classes she has specially designed for you. By the end of every master class, you will come to a place of clear connections between possible actions and real world outcomes. She has achieved unusual success. She now wants to help you to achieve your success. That is Her Excellency Faith Wairimu. I believe it's her time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister Lily. It's very good to see everyone here. And so today we are going to be talking about achieving balance for success. And we have had some other masterclasses that, let me adjust this a bit. We have had other masterclasses that we are building into. And the first masterclass that we had was in August, and we discussed leadership. And the question was, what was leadership? Because if you do not know what leadership is, then you will not know when you achieve it, and you will not know when you miss it. And then after that, then we would have another meeting, but this had a huge number of women coming in from Zimbabwe, and we spoke about decision-making, the power of decision-making. That was another very useful meeting. And so today, the masterclass today is about achieving balance for success. It is very important in life for us to realize that if you do not achieve balance, then you're going to miss out on so many things in your life. I want you to think about balance. We have it in art, we have it in science, we have it in our daily lives. Anytime you go to buy something, the first thing that you look at is the weight. Why? Because the weight means something. So today we are going to be talking about our balancing in life. And as we talk about it, I want you to take notes. So if you do not have a notebook and a pen, I want you to take a notebook and a pen. And as I take you through this, I want you to take notes. If you have any questions, hold on to them until the end of my presentation, and then you can ask me all the questions that you have, and I will be glad to answer them. And again, I welcome all of you to be here. It's good to see people from different countries joining us, and I know that we are going to be learning, we're going to be better leaders after this. And so the first thing that I want to ask ourselves is, what is balance? When we talk about the word balance, we've talked about it, we've had it. It's not a new word to us, but exactly what is balance? When we talk about balance, what is it that we are looking at achieving? And when we look at it as a noun, we then are looking at it as an even, an equal distribution of weight that enables someone or something to remain upright and steady. It is very important for us then to look at this word and say, if balance means our ability to distribute our weight, what weight are we trying to distribute? And why is it important for us to remain upright? Why is it important for us to remain steady in life? Now, I want us to look at it as a verb. I've described it to you as a noun. Let's look at this same word as a verb. It means to keep or to put something. And I want you to replace the word something with your name. To keep or to put Her Excellency Wairimu in a steady position so that she does not fall. When people lack balance, what happens is that they fall. So we are going to be talking about balance. And then we see how is balance going to help you to achieve success. Great. So we are going to be looking at some organizations, and one of the organizations that we're going to be looking at today is Microsoft, and what happened to Microsoft in their search for balance. But most importantly, the reason why this is becoming a very important topic in our time is because of the pandemic, and the pandemic has changed how we live our lives. And so we need to start asking ourselves, after the in a post-pandemic world, after the pandemic has come and gone, how do we then achieve success? Because so much has changed. But the problem is that we did not change our lifetimes. As the change came, we did not change our lives. And so we are finding ourselves struggling with things. And again, in a world that has totally changed, how do we achieve success in the world that we are in? So welcome to this masterclass. And the first question that I have to ask you, that I want you to write down, is, what does work-life balance mean to you? When you hear work-life balance, what does that mean to you? When you hear about work-family balance, again, what does that mean to you? When you hear about work-life ministry balance, what does that mean to you? Business-life balance, what does it mean to you? When we talk about balance, what is it that you're trying to balance? What does that mean to you? I want you to type, just a few responses on the chat section, and I want to see what your responses are when you hear about work-life balance, business-life balance, family-life balance, career, whatever it is. When you hear it, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? I want you to type those answers in the chat. I want to see what your thoughts are, and then I will proceed with this presentation. And I will also post this question, and just make it apply to you. If it's family that you want to balance, if it is work, if it's your business, just make sure that it applies to where you are. Okay? What does work-life balance mean to you? So help me respond to that question on chat. Let me see what your thoughts are. I am not seeing your responses. I need you to interact with me. Remember, this is a masterclass. It's a class. We need to learn. Is there any one of you who would like to respond? If they don't want to type, you can respond. You can unmute yourself and respond to this. It's important for me to see what your perspective is. All right, I don't see your responses, but it's very important for you to just post. I want to see what your perspective to work-life balance is so that I'm able to help you from where you are to where you ought to be. If you don't respond to me, then I will not know. So it's important that you tell me. Okay, thank you. Wamboi says, I will think of equilibrium, state where life is balancing. Okay, wonderful. Caroline, you say that work-life balance is the ability to juggle with ease all the balls in the air from my hands at a given time. At a given time and over time. That is family, work, education, and self. Brilliant. Gladys, you say work-life balance is the ability to maintain harmony between my work, personal life, and other aspects of my life, social, spiritual, financial, etc. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate and acknowledge your responses. It's very important for me to see what it is that you see. All right. So I want us now to proceed from there. And I want you to realize that this is a word that you will always hear. Wherever you are, whether you're in the corporate world, you're in the business world, whether you're at home, you will hear it. But if you don't hear it, guess what? You will feel the effect of it in your life. This is not a word that you can ignore. And so I want us to think about the multiple things that we do in a certain day. I want to think about all the things that you do in your day. Think about this. You wake up, you have you to think about. You might have a family